Om Swastiastu. My name is Putudipta Aditya Putra. I will read the material about laundry. Element 1. Identify the role of a valet. Describe the service delivered and by a valet. Introduction. This unit applies to all establishments where specialist valet or butler service are conducted. This section identifies the tasks a valet undertakes. The job of the valet. A valet, sometimes also known as butler, is employed by a hotel to provide a personalized and specialist service to the guests for the duration of their stay. They add a degree of service, class, and style. Many people associate with indulgence and opulence. Valet service are not common. Certainly, not all establishments provide valet service, and the position might not exist in some countries. Many hotels will only supply a valet parking service. However, international guests may have very high level of expectation in relation to the service provided by valet. Especially American and Japanese guests, many expect the same level of service provided by other upmarket hotels around the world. The many roles of a valet. Many regard a valet as providing a combination of roles, each with its own demanding level of personalized and individualized service. The various roles include housekeeper, performing a range of service normally provided by room attendants in other rooms. Confident, being a trusted person whom the guest can confide in when they need to talk or share an idea, experience or opinion. GUID, informing the guest of what is available both within and outside the venue, when it is available, how to get there and how to obtain entry, tickets, professional treatment, concert. While all valets work together with the concert in venue, many valets often take the role of the concierge for the guests they are looking after. Organizer, organizing activities including reservation, tickets to show, entry to events, meeting with people, daily schedule on behalf of and under the direction of the guest. Supervisor, overseeing the work of other people, venue employees, and outside workers who provide product and service to the guest. Guest relation, ensuring the guest has a pleasant stay in the venue, ensuring their expectations are met and dealing with any problem that arise during the stay. It is true that a valet may be all this and more. Exactly what a valet is or service they provide depends greatly on the needs of the individual guest. There is a special relationship between the valet and concierge, especially the nature of the working relationship between them that demands instant response to the guest needs, quick supply of information, and general professional support. The valet must be able to respond immediately and appropriately to the needs of individual guests who may all have widely diverse demands. It is definitely a challenging position, but without doubt an extremely rewarding one. The role of valet would generally be undertaken by expression, staff members, or other people with some organizational and impersonal skill. Depending on the organizational structure of the venue valet might be located in housekeeping, front office, or another appropriate department, such as finance or sales and marketing. The valet is always a front of house member of staff. They are not back of house staff who work behind the scenes. A guest contact staff member as opposed to a manager administration officer. A service provider while they perform some liaison and supervision that, that is their primary role of one of service provision. The main status of a valet refers to the service the provider provide to their guests. The position description for valet at your venue will provide a good starting point regarding what they are expected to do. The nature and extent of this service will vary between guests, with some guests demanding constant attention on and others requiring little in the way of valet service. Service can include, but are not limited to, professionally and confidentially communicating with the guests and on behalf of the guests, unpacking and storing the guest luggage, preparing guest clothes and footwear ready for use, like freezing of games as required or requested, packing guest luggage for their departure, cleaning and polishing shoes as required or requested, repairing or organizing the repair of clothes and other guest belongings, providing assistance in relation to organization of guest need and requests, including wake-up calls, newspaper, coffee, and tea, monitoring the provision of establishment service to the guests, both in a room and throughout the venue. This may include arranging and supervising the provision and of room service for meals, snack, parties, and drink. Organization and implementation of function for the guests in their room or in a function room the venue. Preparing room before guest arrives by providing various items such as fruit bowls, complimentary gifts, bed robes, chocolate or flowers. Looking after guest laundry and dry cleaning needs, and on an ongoing basis for the duration of their stay. Organizing and processing secretarial duties upon request, such as messages, package, translation, postage, and use of the business facilities in are at the property, arranging a restaurant bookings, car hire, tours, space fill purchase of gift or other item, organizing activities to meet guest needs such as arranging special function in the venue, booking local excursion and tours, and making reservation for their theater shows, dining and special events, provision of local advice, the concert function including recommendation for dining and shopping, suggestion for a transport and sightseeing, options for tourism and leisure activities, a question of personal service, making, altering or confirming travel arrangement. Investigates background information and knowledge about guest preference and previous history with establishment. Take action to ensure promises made to the guests are met when the guest arrives. On guest departure, the pilot must record and process guest charge and account for billing and payment. Assist in the maintenance of guest history file to provide relevant and up-to-date information about the guest or VIP. The brief with management to identify lesson learned, determine change needing to be made to SOV, and whether or not management needs to contact the guest to make an apology.